What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here, back with another video. Just before we get into the video, don't forget to like or dislike the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a comment down below. We have made 2 other parts to this video, so be sure to check those out before or after watching this video. Like we said in the previous video, if you wanted a part 3, you got it. So in this video, we'll look at 10 more times WWE shamelessly recycled a wrestler's entrance theme. Number 1. Karma and Too Much used the theme Too Much. Before donning the Pimpin' Ain't Easy Godfather gimmick, Charles Wright was Karma, the supreme fighting machine in 1995. The gimmick was quite ahead of its time, as Karma played an Ultimate Fighting Championship inspired shoot fighter. Karma was a heel, and shortly after his debut, he joined Ted DiBiase's $1 Million Corporation. Because of his affiliation with the stable, he would occasionally come out to the $1 Million theme.
A lucky Matt Papacelli. Anything can happen here in the World Wrestling Federation. Now let's get down to some business.
But on other occasions, he would come out to his own theme.
Introducing Karma, the supreme fighting machine.
Thus far, he has lived up to his reputation as being the supreme.
About 2 years later, light heavyweight champion Brian Christopher and longtime jobber Scott Taylor formed a tag team. But before they were the iconic trio of Too Cool with Rikishi, they were Too Much and used Karma's theme. The duo would change their theme once Rikishi joined, using their much more well-known theme of You Look Fly to Me.
This is the Royal Rumble. We've seen it all. We're gonna dance a little while.
Number 2. Naked Midian and Hulk Hogan used Real American. Once part of the Ministry of Darkness, a formidable stable, the WWF creative team was certainly scraping the bottom of the barrel of gimmicks when they gave Midian the gimmick of a streaker, wearing only a thong, fanny pack, and boots. Naked Midian would, for the majority of his run, come out to his ministry theme called Follower, also used by the Acolytes at one point.
Oh, look, well, here comes Midian King as we get set for Ministry versus the Corporation.
However, on one occasion during a tag team match against Chris Jericho and Jerry Lawler on an episode of Raw in 2000, the Naked One came out to the iconic theme of Real American. It seems that Vince was really trying his hardest to trash Hogan's legacy in the WWF by having both Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe use it, and now having lower mid-carders coming out to the theme. Number 3. Man Mountain Rock and Droz and Prince Albert used the theme Rock On. Finally we get to talk about Man Mountain Rock. Vince McMahon's answer to bringing in a cooler and edgier look into the new generation era. He would have a WWF-shaped electric guitar and would play his axe during his introduction as pyro went off in the back. To accompany his hard rock style, he would come out to the theme Rock On, but in most clips found online, the WWF would usually skip his entrance entirely and go straight to his Axeman shtick. Not surprising, since it would have eaten up mostly 10 minutes of airtime. The gimmick and Daryl Peterson didn't last long though. Fast forward to 1998, and we now have the character of Droz, the man who could puke on cue.
He's gonna puke! He's gonna puke!
After turning heel by revealing he was the enabler to Hawk's alcoholic problems, he formed his own stable who shared his bizarre lifestyle, including body-piercing artist Prince Albert. With their grungy outsider look, it's no wonder the WWF recycled this theme for the tag team.
We are live on Sunday Night Heat. Droz and Prince Albert making their way to the ring for a tag team match, and we first saw Prince Albert 2 weeks ago.
Number 4. Maria and Alicia Fox used the theme Party. As seen on Raw's Super Show in October 2011, Alicia Fox withdrew her Hot in Here inspired theme in favor of a new entrance theme, Party.
Been on a roll as of late as well, and she's pretty spunky, Alicia is. I know. I told her earlier, why don't you and I be naughty and save some spend of the trip?
But this theme has been recycled, with it first being used by Maria in 2005, before she was given the new theme of With Legs Like That.
Maria!
Oh, Maria! Well, ladies and gentlemen, certainly we got a unique...
Number 5. Jack Swagger and Jamie Noble used the theme 2Z's Top. We don't know why, but the theme 2Z's top always seems like a theme fit for jobbers only. So we're wondering why it was used for great talent such as the All-American American Jack Swagger, who used it on his debut in ECW in 2008.
We're back on ECW and you're about to see for the first time the All-American Jack.
But the theme was also used way back in 2002 when Jamie Noble had his trailer trash gimmick with girlfriend Nydia.
Where the Hurricane's mask is.
Yeah, that mask. I got some questions about that mask right now. What is the condition of the...
Thankfully, the theme didn't last long for Swagger and changed it shortly after. Number 6. King Harley Race and Jerry the King Lawler used the theme The Great Gate at Kiev. It would be odd to see Jerry the King Lawler make his way down to the ring in anything but the classical song The Great Gate at Kiev as his entrance music. The piece clearly screams royalty and is a perfect fit for the one and only true king of Memphis. Even though many kings have been crowned in the WWE, the music has exclusively been given to Lawler ever since he debuted in the WWF. Whether he played heel or face, the music did not change.
From Stockton, California, it's good. Wait a minute.
Hey, look at that! Bull Nakano!
However, Lawler was not the first one to use it. That honor would go to Harley Race, who used the theme during the mid to late 80s when he became King Harley Race.
Harley Race, the king of professional wrestling, early on recaptured.
That is until Race was dethroned by Haku to become King Haku, not only taking his crown, but also his theme. Number 7. Steve Blackman and the 1997 Bad Blood pay-per-view used the theme Ground Shaker. Having a pay-per-view theme transitioned into a wrestler's theme isn't as uncommon as you would think. As seen in our previous video, Linda McMahon used the old WrestleMania theme as her entrance. Well, the same applies here for the Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman with his first entrance theme, Ground Shaker.
Or Mankind trying to console the owner of this company.
What kind of idiot is he anyway?
Following contest is scheduled for one fall.
As the theme was used months earlier as the 1997 Bad Blood pay-per-view theme, the night the Hell in a Cell match debuted.
And now, PlayStation presents WWF Bad Blood in your house.
Number 8. 13 wrestlers using the theme Chopping Block. Holy moly, this is a lot of people using this theme. In fact, it seems to be the most overused theme we have covered and has been the entrance theme for the following: Adrian Serrano, Batista, Brock Lesnar, Ron Waterman, John Cena, Rob Conway, Rodney Mack, Shannon Moore, Shark Boy, Shawn Stasiak, Brian Kendrick, and Victoria. Most notably out of those lists, it was used by two UFC fighters, both Adrian Serrano and Ron Waterman, who both appeared in the WWE around 2001. The theme was only used briefly for most of the wrestlers mentioned, and most of them were mid-card or lower mid-card wrestlers when starting out in the WWE. What's most surprising is that at one point in time, 3 main eventers, Brock Lesnar, John Cena and Batista, both shared the same entrance theme with women's wrestler Victoria. Most of you will also know that TNA's Shark Boy used the theme, and for those who are doubtful he ever wrestled in the WWE, here's footage of him using it.
Making his way to the ring from 20,000 leagues under the sea, weighing in at 200.
Number 9. The Heavenly Bodies used the new Foundation's theme. After the massive success of the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart was moving on to bigger and better things, separating from Anvil and starting a singles career. Of course, the rest is history for Bret. As for Anvil, he joined up with Bret's younger brother Owen to form the new Foundation, in an attempt to capture that old Hart Foundation magic. Unfortunately, the jazzy bright coloured hammer pants and Greg Valentine-esque music didn't help the team.
The new foundation. Can she handle?
Anvil would leave and Owen would later join with Coco Beware to form High Energy. A few years later, straight off Jim Cornette's Smoky Mountain Wrestling, the Heavenly Bodies debuted in the WWF with the same music, with no changes whatsoever.
There one. She said she'd rather be on the dog than with you on that jet, would you?
We're not sure if it was just us, but the theme seemed really out of place for the Heavenly duo. And number 10. Teddy Long and Rodney Mack had a revamped version of the WrestleMania 2000 theme, California. If this theme song made for WrestleMania 2000 tells us anything, it's that Vince McMahon really wanted the song California Love by Tupac and Dr. Dre, but had to settle with the poorly done cover made by WWE's music mogul Jim Johnston.
California, city of angels.
We're really unsure who the rapper is, but if you do, let us know down in the comments below. Whether years later WWE saw the same swagger in both Rodney, Mack and Teddy Long, the beat was given to them for their entrance music, with some lyrics changed and renamed Mack Militant.
You know it's the Mack Militant.
Well, this is indeed SmackDown's general manager, the Mack Militant.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and as always, I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.